Welcome to Vina Home Garden. Transform your outdoor and indoor spaces into thriving, beautiful havens with our gardening tips, DIY projects, and creative home decor ideas. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, Vina Home Garden offers practical advice, step-by-step tutorials, and inspiration to make your space bloom. What we cover: easy gardening tips for beginners, creative landscaping ideas, indoor plant care, DIY garden decor projects, seasonal planting guides, budget-friendly home garden transformations. Join our community of plant lovers and home enthusiasts. Subscribe now to get weekly updates and inspiration to grow your dream garden. In a world where life is fast-paced and often stressful, people increasingly seek spaces that offer peace and calm. One such timeless and serene combination is bonsai and garden art. These elements, rooted in deep tradition and aesthetic principles, bring harmony, beauty, and balance to any space. Whether you're working with a large backyard or a cozy balcony, blending bonsai trees with decorative garden art transforms ordinary settings into tranquil sanctuaries. Bonsai is more than just a miniature tree, it's a practice steeped in patience, observation, and a love for nature. Originating in China and refined in Japan, bonsai reflects the natural world in miniature form. It is an art form that celebrates simplicity, proportion, and the quiet passage of time. Cultivating a bonsai is an intimate process, encouraging mindfulness and a deep connection with living nature. garden art spans everything from sculptures and fountains to stepping stones and lanterns. It adds structure, character, and expression to a garden space. When chosen thoughtfully, these elements work in concert with plants and natural features, elevating the garden from merely functional to an artistic retreat. Each piece contributes its own energy and aesthetic, supporting the overall mood of the space. Bonsai and garden art complement each other in both scale and spirit. While bonsai provides life, movement, and a sense of organic growth, garden art brings in permanence and focus. Together, they create visual and emotional balance. The compact elegance of a bonsai tree can be enhanced by a well-placed stone lantern or a simple bamboo fence. The resulting atmosphere is one of calm, coolness, and quiet sophistication. The choice of bonsai species depends on your environment and personal preference. For outdoor gardens, hardy trees like juniper, pine, or maple thrive well and offer beautiful seasonal changes. For indoor settings, ficus and jade are excellent choices. Select a bonsai with a shape and character that resonates with your space, perhaps something upright and formal for structure, or flowing and informal for softness. Garden art should enhance, not overpower, the bonsai. Subtle items such as weathered stones, ceramic figures, or antique pots work well. Japanese-inspired pieces like stone lanterns or water basins can add authenticity and cultural depth. Consider the material, texture, and color. Natural tones and rustic surfaces tend to harmonize best with bonsai aesthetics. Combining bonsai and art gives you the opportunity to create meaningful focal points. A single bonsai placed on a pedestal with a carved stone behind it can draw the eye and encourage contemplation. Grouping several bonsai on staggered levels, surrounded by gravel or moss, with a sculpture in the background can establish a serene visual flow. These moments of focus are where art and nature truly meet. The sound and presence of water naturally enhance the feeling of coolness and calm. A small fountain, bamboo water feature, or shallow basin near your bonsai adds movement and refreshment. Reflections from the water can highlight the delicate structure of your bonsai, while the gentle trickle soothes the senses and drowns out the noise of daily life. Lighting plays a powerful role in the mood of your bonsai garden. Use soft, warm lights to highlight textures and shapes during the evening. Shadows cast by bonsai branches and garden art add dimension and mystery. Solar-powered lanterns or low-voltage lights hidden behind plants can create a magical nighttime experience without being intrusive. To enrich the garden's visual texture, use moss, gravel, pebbles, or sand around bonsai pots and art pieces. These materials contribute a grounded, earthy feel and prevent visual clutter. Moss in particular blends beautifully with bonsai and adds a sense of age and permanence. Even the path through your garden can be a part of the art, guiding visitors with gentle steps and soft curves. Less is often more when it comes to bonsai and garden art. Overcrowding the space defeats the purpose of tranquility. Choose a few key pieces and allow room for breathing space. Each bonsai and object should be appreciated on its own and as part of the whole. Negative space, or empty space, is just as vital in creating a feeling of openness and peace. Part of the charm of bonsai and garden decor is watching them change with the seasons. Autumn foliage, spring blossoms, or winter silhouettes offer year-round beauty. Regular maintenance, pruning, cleaning, and rearranging keeps the space fresh and engaging. These simple acts become rituals, deepening your bond with the garden and allowing you to reset and reflect. Your bonsai garden should reflect your personality and story. Maybe it's a stone from a special trip, a handmade sculpture, or a bonsai you've nurtured for years. These personal touches turn a decorative space into something deeply meaningful. The more you infuse your identity into the space, the more it becomes a sanctuary of authenticity and joy. Think of your bonsai as living sculpture, constantly evolving, requiring attention and love. Unlike static garden elements, bonsai demand presence and patience. They embody the passage of time and the beauty of imperfection. Every bend in the branch, every new leaf, is a chapter in an unfolding story. Paired with the stillness of garden art, bonsai become the pulse of your garden's soul. You don't need a vast garden to enjoy this combination. A balcony, patio, or windowsill can be transformed with just a few well-chosen elements. A bonsai on a stone slab, a tiny lantern, and a bed of moss can create a micro-landscape that invites stillness. Urban dwellers, in particular, can find peace in crafting these small, powerful pockets of nature. Bringing together bonsai and garden art is more than an aesthetic choice, it's a lifestyle of peace, reflection, and quiet appreciation. This combination invites you to slow down, breathe, and be present. In a world that demands so much of our attention, creating a garden that offers coolness and tranquility is a gift to yourself and all who enter it. Let your space become a haven where nature and art whisper in harmony.